Just because a post online has thousands of shares or retweets doesn't mean it's accurate. That's why the Verify team is here to fact check what we see online to make sure we're getting the truth. Take this video, which has over 2 million views. It claims that the money you donate to Black Lives Matter goes directly to the DNC. The video was also shared by Candace Owens, a conservative commentator, and got thousands of retweets from that. So let's verify. Do BLM donations go to the Democratic National Committee? First, let's show you what has people so confused about this. If you go to the official Black Lives Matter website and click Donate, you're redirected to a portal for ActBlue, which lists itself as a registered charitable organization. We checked ActBlue on opensecrets.org, a site which tracks political spending. You'll see it's listed as giving a whole lot of money to Democratic politicians and just under $30 million to the DNC itself. To sort this all out, our Verify researchers dug into what ActBlue is. According to their About page, ActBlue is a non-profit online fundraising platform for progressive organizations, nonprofits, and yes, Democratic candidates. Now let's transition a little bit and explain what's behind those ActBlue donations to Democratic candidates. You see, since ActBlue helps transfer political donations, it needs to file with the Federal Elections Commission. An FEC spokesperson explained the process to our Verify researchers. ActBlue is serving as a conduit to get your donation to a campaign. It's called an earmarked contribution. And FEC earmarking rules require that these conduits disclose their information as well. So all those DNC donations that say ActBlue really means that someone used ActBlue to donate to the DNC. And if you look for it on the FEC website, you'll find the actual donors' names as well. In a statement on Twitter, ActBlue called the claim going around a disinformation campaign. Quote, "This is entirely false. When you donate to Black Lives Matter through ActBlue charities, your donation goes to Black Lives Matter." As for Black Lives Matter, they tweeted this: "Debunk conspiracy theories won't stop us." And it's worth noting, Open Secrets responded to Candace Owens directly and in a separate tweet, writing, quote, "None of the money brought in by Black Lives Matter in recent weeks is going to the Democratic National Committee." So we can verify this claim is false. Now, if there's something else you want our team of Verify researchers to look into, just shoot us an email at verify@wusa9.com.